And now, fight fans, here we go for the next contest of the evening. Scheduled for 4 rounds in the heavyweight division. We introduce to you first, ladies and gentlemen, ready for his much anticipated debut. Hailing from Fort Worth, Texas, here is Dominque Too Tall Collins.
All right, folks, more heavyweight action. As we see the big man, they call him Too Tall, Dominque Collins, making his way down. Having some issues with his music, I suppose. But he looks patient, he looks ready. Height is a huge advantage if you know how to use it, folks. They call him Too Tall. Looking calm, relaxed, accompanied to the ring by Ronald Trahan and Reggie McCowan. Getting right in, no pomp, no circumstance, no circle in the ring. Dominque Collins waits for his opponent.
And now ready to enter the arena, his opponent, the mouth of the South. Here is Ronnie Mayberry.
Ronnie Mayberry making his way down. He said Maypac, he said mouth of the South. A lot of monikers, a lot of action. Ronnie Mayberry on his way, accompanied by his coaches, William Stanton, Chris Lee. And he looks uber confident, folks. These are the heavyweights. As we see the tail of the tape, Mayberry has reason to be confident. He is 2-0. 10 years worth of training. He will give up a lot of height and size to Too Tall Dominque Collins, who's only been at it for 3 years, and this will be his first fight. We'll see if he can solve the puzzle of the height of Mayberry's experience and overcome the physical advantages as we get ready for the official introductions.
And now, fight fans, live on El Tigre Promotions Facebook stream. We are coming to you live inside the Lone Star Convention Center in Conroe, Texas, USA, as the action continues, and it's all be presented by El Tigre Promotions, where fights happen. This contest is scheduled for 4 rounds in the heavyweight division and sponsored by Otego Development and Pistolas y Música. The 3 judges at ringside are Michelle Morales, Dr. Kelly Isaac, and Eva Beltran, and our referee in charge of the action at the sound of the bell, Alex Leon. And now we are set 4 rounds of heavyweight action. We introduce to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing with R.J. Trahan, wearing black with blue. He officially weighed in 248.6 pounds. Tonight, he steps into this contest ready for war and ready for his much anticipated professional debut. Coming to us from Fort Worth, Texas, here is Dominque Too Tall Collins. And his opponent across the ring tonight, fighting out of the red corner, standing with Bill Stanton, wearing white with black trim. He officially weighed in 219.2 pounds. This evening, he enters his contest perfect. 2 bouts, 2 victories, with 2 wins by way of knockout, no defeats. Here is the undefeated fighting pride of South Park, H-Town, Houston, Texas, the mouth of the South, Ronnie Mayberry.
gentlemen, this one's a little bit too high. Here and up is low blow. Here and up is good. I already remember my instructions. I want to get a clean fight. Touch gloves. Boom. Come back to the corner.
Alejandro Leon, our referee, making sure that both fighters understand the low blow rule. Very important considering the height advantage for Dominique Collins. A tall, looks like he's going to come out in the southpaw stance. That's going to be quite the puzzle to solve for Ronnie Mayberry. Here we go. Round number 1 of our second fight. Collins looking touch gloves. Mayberry having none of it. Tall southpaw. That's a difficult thing to get through. See right away. See the example right there. Collins can touch Mayberry, and Mayberry cannot touch Collins. Mayberry needs to use his footwork to beat this height and size advantage. He needs to step outside of the lead foot. See there. Can't just walk straight in. And Collins also needs to get his back out of the corner. He is just playing on the ropes. You're the bigger man. Don't get bullied. Collins with a near 30-pound weight advantage. Needs to press some of this action. Needs to move forward. Collins is the bigger fighter with the southpaw advantage as well. He has to move forward. He can't sit back and let Mayberry just walk straight through him. See, they're peppering the jab, making the lead hand difficult to use. Good work there from Collins. Using some of the southpaw tools, but not all of them. Key to Mayberry being able to land should be angles. Should be stepping outside of the lead foot. If he moves the opposite way, he needs to be looking for his jab. You see a lot of hand fighting, a lot of pawing. That's the advantage the southpaw has, especially a long reach southpaw. He's able to put that hand out there and almost take away the jab of Mayberry and make things difficult. Mayberry working the feint. Good movement there from Collins. Key to that good long jab for Collins. He almost wants to use the lead hand of Mayberry like a stepping stone. He wants to swat it and throw. See, and they're trying to paw away at it. Swat, 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 swat. Trying to make Mayberry fight with only his right hand. Curious how the judges score it. I do think Mayberry landed more significant strikes, but he's having a difficult time getting inside on Collins. Could go either way. Dominic Collins, in my opinion, needs to use more of his size, use more of that angle change. He needs to move outside. Can't just stand in front. That's not the full southpaw advantage. You have to use your size and use that angle, that fact that you're a southpaw, and get outside of the lead foot to control the lead hand. That's going to make it much, much more difficult for Mayberry. And Mayberry needs to do the exact opposite. He needs to get outside the lead foot as well, counter pivot and get outside. Can't let his lead hand get control. It really is as simple as that so far after one round. Curious to see who makes the adjustments. That's really the key. Who makes the mid-round adjustments as we get ready for round number 2
3 or 4, get back out.
in our 4-round fight. Collins now going to the body. Mouthpiece. Dominique Collins falls out. Too tall, looking to press the advantage a bit more in this round. I do like to see that. Once again, messing with the jab, making life difficult for Mayberry. Most boxers are taught to set up their combinations with the jab. So when you fight the southpaw and your jab is going through someone else's fist instead of having a straight path to the head, it can make life difficult. As you see there again, Mayberry getting frustrated here. Collins just needs to stay patient. Mayberry is looking very, very frustrated. Good job by Mayberry, though, to circle back out to center. Again, Collins just able to touch Mayberry when Mayberry can't touch him. This is a difficult puzzle to solve. Good job by Mayberry here to work the body. If Collins is going to clinch, start making those hands lower.
Catch counter, let's go. Do it again. Don't worry about
Going
that.
low to the body. That's going to lower the hands of Collins. If Mayberry can keep landing to the body, the hands start to lower. That can set up the overhand right. Should go right through the pathway of the head of the taller fighter. Again to the body. Now to the head. Mayberry looking confident. This is what Collins can't do. He is the bigger fighter. Almost 30-pound weight advantage and is getting backed into the corner.
1-2. 1-2.
Corner of Collins asking for him to throw, saying 1-2, throw. You can't sit back. You have to be the bully. And right now he is getting bullied by the smaller fighter.
Spin out, spin out. Jab, jab, he goes, jab, jab.
Again. Right hand body, right hand body. Right hand body.
Gotta make him pay for that.
Right hand body, press it. Press it. Right hand body, go.
Corner of Too Tall
There you go, let's
saying
go.
make him pay when he throws.
Again. Right hand left hook.
Cannot stay with his back to the ropes. This is killing a lot of that height and size.
There you go.
Collins is just staying in one spot in the ring. Mayberry has basically eliminated a lot of this height and size. Now the hands of Collins are low. Watch for Mayberry to throw to the head.
There you go. Take a breath. Now go. Now go. Now go. Body head. Body head. Body
Make him
head.
pay for that. He's coming in with his head down. Catch him out.
Collins is just sitting back and letting Mayberry pick away. That round was all Mayberry. He has to move more. He has to get off the ropes. He cannot stand stationary and get peppered. Ronnie Mayberry takes that round on my card. Granted, I'm not a judge. I'm just here to talk. Dominique Collins has to move. He cannot stay with his back on the ropes. He's the bigger fighter. He has to either move forward, move out at an angle. I don't know too many boxing coaches that teach you to stand still, folks. Ronnie Mayberry needs to keep that up. If Collins isn't going to adjust, you know, you don't have to, but I think Mayberry's honestly finding the path to success here. The craft and the technique, cutting the ring off, has led to, you know, the 30-pound weight advantage not being successful.
You're in shape. In, throw, get out.
Jab, jab.
If you're gonna try shooting left hands on him, circle left,
Jab,
circle
jab.
left,
Keep your
foot out,
distance.
foot out,
Work the ring.
circle left, circle left. There you go. Circle left.
There you go. Don't overextend. That's a charge your body. Pop it and get back.
Circle left.
Collins now looking to throw more, and I do think that's what he has to do. He has to act like a fighter. He can't let Mayberry just close the distance like this. Mayberry's calling for him to be the aggressor. I do not think he has to be. You can pressure without coming in recklessly. Don't fall for the histrionics.
Now you can engage again.
Collins still trying to eliminate that jab. Looks like Mayberry might have the timing of it. See him pawing at air now instead of pawing at the hand.
1-6 hard fold.
Jab, shoot that jab.
Again, Collins backed up to the ropes, allowing himself to be pressured. That eliminates the height advantage. Now the head is open. There's just no lateral movement from Collins. He is staying back to the ropes. This allows Mayberry, he goes body, body, head right here. Corner of Collins saying, do not lean down. They're asking him to not kill that height advantage, but Mayberry doing everything he can. I'm the corner of Mayberry. I'm calling body, body, head. Just like that. Go low to set up high. Because Collins does not look like he wants to be in there right now. Collins is not throwing. He is sitting back, the mouthpiece is out. Mentally, Mayberry is taking this round. Physically, Mayberry is taking this round. And I think he knows it. The confident mouth of the South looking like he is in control. See, they're throwing those kind of naked, long jabs, and there's just nothing coming back. Collins barely throwing at this point. You can see hesitancy, and Mayberry is throwing to finish. He knows that putting away a heavyweight with a 30-pound advantage is a good look on your resume, and he wants that. Mayberry looks calm. He knows that Collins will not throw back. Doubling, tripling up on the jab just to throw the right hook. Collins is barely throwing at this point. And folks, I expect this fourth round to be fireworks from at least one side, because Ronnie Mayberry is just throwing away and nothing coming back on this. Collins shelling up, covering up. The bigger man is getting bullied. Folks, this is just a lesson in somebody with a physical advantage being broken mentally. That's what we're seeing so far. Now it's going to be up to the corner of Collins to get him in the right mindset, get him out there, and try to steal this fight here in the fourth round. Mayberry is feeling confident, looking confident. If it's me, and I think that's what his coach there is saying, go to the body, jab down low, make the big man drop his hands, and his head will be in the pathway of the overhand.
This is the fourth and final round.
See what he does right away. Mayberry pressing the action. Collins trying to throw the jab. Collins bends at the waist. He leans so far down. Think back to the days of George Foreman. Foreman rarely moved his head down. He used his arms as framework. You know, Ali joked about it and called it the mummy style. He would use his arms as frames to get in the pathway of punches. Might be something for Collins to consider in the future, but right now he has got to find an answer for Mayberry. He landed a good hand a minute ago. Collins is trying to land the jab, but he is not getting inside efficiently. He's having to lean forward, and that's actually, you see the way his body's leaned forward, leaned forward. Instead of being able to find his range, he's trying to lean forward to find it, and that's actually killing a lot of that height advantage. Good news is Collins is able to throw now. He is actually throwing back a bit more, much more than he did in the third. Pawing again at the jab. Mayberry's swinging at air. Mayberry needs to be careful. That is a big man in there. These are heavyweights, folks.
Jab, he's too close. Make him work around that jab.
Corner of Collins saying, make him work around the jab. Mayberry is just bullying through. Good right hand. Good right hand again. Down goes Collins. The tree has fallen. And he will not make it to his feet. Size was not a factor. Mayberry bullies back into the corner and topples the great oak. Two tall balls to the mouth of the South. Ronnie Mayberry, you see here, watch it. It's just these bullying tactics, working his way in, just to set up the right hand. Bang, and once it lands, bang to the body. bang, back up top of the head. And again, just punches in bunches, folks. My goodness. Mayberry was the aggressor, folks. The size was not a factor. It was the mentality of Ronnie Mayberry that led to that victory over Dominique Collins here in the fourth. Closes the show. You saw there, Collins was leaning down at the waist like we talked about. You cannot lean down as the taller fighter. You lean down so much, you kill all that height. You have to use your arms as framework. You have to do something to make them come to you as opposed to going to them. But too much, too late. Ronnie Mayberry picks up the victory. Watch him bend down at the waist. That's when he gets clipped here. Leaning back, bang, against the ropes. Bang, a second one. My goodness, timber. And folks, nothing left to do now but make it official. As we throw it up to our man in the ring for the decision.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here for the Lone Star Convention Center. The official time comes to you at 1:42, round number 4, to the winner by knockout and still undefeated from South Park, H-Town, Houston, Texas, the mouth of the South, Ronnie Mayberry.
Congratulations once again to Ronnie Mayberry. Proving to be much too much over Dominique Too Tall Collins. Knocking out somebody that big, that's got that kind of advantage. That's a good look on your resume, man. As he moves to 3-0.